was fun. I really loved how, in true Aquarius fashion, chaos, sudden upheaval, drastic changes all were occurring right when I was trying to come live and hang with you guys to talk about this powerful new moon in the sign of Aquarius. Now, we do got to talk about it because that was in English, because this new moon is really, really potent and really powerful for manifesting your desired dream life, for calling in and cultivating everything that you want into your life. This is a super, super powerful portal that we have walked into as of 7:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. I did want to come on live during lunchtime because I know a lot of you guys may have been over at lunch. But of course, God had other plans. God said, let me see. You said you wanted to be more patient. You said you wanted to have more responsibilities. Let me see if what you truly wanted or what you asked for is what you truly wanted. And so I was met with random things coming into my life left, right, and center at 12 o'clock. And now we're back here at 1 o'clock as promised. If you were on the live earlier today and then we got suddenly interrupted, I am so sorry. Hopefully you can rejoin this live. And we still have a pretty solid community that comes and hangs out with us. I am going to make a video, just so you're aware, okay? I am going to make a video where I'm going to walk you guys through, where I'm going to walk you guys through this portal. I'm going to teach you different tools. I'm going to teach you different strategies to help you leverage the portal that's going to be active, well, from today, this morning, until the February 3rd. Hey, Casey. And so this portal that we're in right now is super, super powerful because it is offering you an opportunity. Hi, Cushy. It is offering you an opportunity to manifest whatever you desire into your life. Now, I'm going to give people a couple minutes to jump in. If you have your natal chart, my advice to you while we wait for everybody to join is for you to go grab your natal chart and go see what house Aquarius rules and what house Pisces rules. Those two houses are going to provide you with some clues. They're going to be giving you the key themes, the key descriptions of, hey Coney, of what you can expect during this portal, and more importantly, what you can manifest into your life. Like how does one leverage this portal to maximize their return on their investment, right? This is like business. And the reason why I talk about it this way is because if you were wanting to be successful in business, you wouldn't mess around. If you were to put your business hat on, right, your businesswoman, businessman hat on, you wouldn't want to mess around with this energy. And so if you're watching me today, you happen to stumble across this video, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it on the replay, or if you came here from the pre-recorded videos that I'm going to make, I want you to know that this energy, if you're feeling called to work with it, it's really, really potent. It's really, really powerful. So you want to lean into it. You want to embody it. You want to maximize it. You want to really learn what you got to do. Now, there's a few ways that you can figure out your natal chart. You can pull it up on astro.com, astroseek.com, and you input all your birth information. Those are two free websites to use. And there's also a ton of apps that you can use as well. Okay, or alternatively, you can book a session with me and we can go through that at obviously not now, but at a different time. The reason why I'm saying for you to look at Aquarius and the reason why I'm saying for you to look at Pisces is because this new moon is in the sign of Aquarius. And this new moon, which is conjunct the sun, also has Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of intellect, the planet of our thoughts, okay, the planet of how we speak, how we receive information in the sign of Aquarius, alongside the powerful planet of Pluto. Pluto is power. Pluto is control. Pluto is transformation. So if we were to look up at the cosmos using tropical astrology or Western astrology, we would see that the sun, the moon, Mercury, and Pluto are all in the sign of Aquarius right now. That is really, really potent. What's even more potent, and the reason it's potent is because that's called a stellium. A stellium is like an influx of energy in astrology. It's where there's like a concentrated energy, a concentrated focus, a very like, oh, I don't want to use the word pigeonhole, but like imagine blinders on, like the universe has its blinders on direct towards this Aquarian energy. That's why it makes it so powerful. That's why there's so much potency. It's like alchemy. I also understand that today is the Chinese New Year. So the fact that it's the Chinese New Year, we're alchemizing even more, right? We're bringing Eastern and Western practices. We're bringing, traditional practices. We're bringing in very old school ways, a very inception, beginning of time, beginning of civilization energy to help alchemize and manifest what we desire in our lives. And so if you know this, right, if you inherently know that we have this really, really potent energy, why wouldn't you want to lean into it? Why wouldn't you want to work with all this magic that the universe is providing to you? Now, if we even dive a little bit deeper, and I'm going to go into this in the video that I'm going to make for you guys, it's going to be a pre-recorded video. If we go even deeper, Pisces, in the sign of Pisces right now, we've got Neptune, we've got Saturn, we've got Venus, and we've got the North Node. Now, Venus, the North Node, and Neptune are in a conjunction. So again, we have this concentration of energy, this concentration of focus, this like really, really direct and specific line of magic working not only with the with the Piscean energy, which is spirituality, which is manifesting. Hi, Mr. Vo, which is magic, or Mr. Jovi, which is your dreams and your visions, right? That is all Piscean energy. Piscean is the mystic. And then we have the Aquarius energy, innovation, creativity, individuality, right? Revolution, revelation, rebellionism, activism, humanitarianism. So we've got these two concentrations of energy working up in the cosmos saying, hey, are you going to use me? Are you going to work together with me? Are you going to alchemize with me? Because the minute you declare that you do, well, then that's where the magic happens, right? That's where the magic happens, in that you have made this declaration to the universe. And so therefore, all of a sudden you begin manifesting, you begin kind of working, you've come into a contractual agreement with the universe saying, yeah, I am going to leverage this energy. You're going to shake on it, right? With the universe. And Bob's your uncle. Here comes the magic. Here comes the opportunity. Here comes the doors opening up. Right? Here comes the clarity. The best part of it all is that the Piscean conjunction that I told you about, okay, is in a sextile to Uranus. Uranus, the modern day ruler of Aquarius. So it's like we're all kind of working together. It's like we've all come around and we're dancing around the fire together here, this Aquarius and Piscean energy. And the new moon in Aquarius is trine Jupiter. Trines in astrology are the most harmonious aspect of all. And the second most harmonious aspect is a sextile. So we've got this really beautiful energy just working in your favor. It's like you're baking a cake and you've got the highest grade ingredients, top-notch chef, the best fucking chef's kitchen you've ever seen in your entire life, and you've got a Michelin star chef doing it all for you. So you got the best of the best of the best of the best when it comes to everything to do with manifestation, with alchemy, with your superpower. with connecting directly to source consciousness and aligning your life. We would be silly. We would be so silly not to tune into this energy and lean into it and leverage it and work on it. And the reason why, and work with it, I should say. And the reason why I was saying to look at the houses is because in astrology, every single house has key themes, key words that represent what will show up in your life, wherever that's being illuminated in your life. For those of you, okay, if you know your astrology, for those of you that have fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, okay, Aquarius, Leo, sorry, my brain, Scorpio and Taurus, okay, if you have 9 degrees, so if it's at 9 degrees, let's just say anywhere between 6 degrees to 13 degrees of fixed signs, this is a big deal for you, right? When we're doing the degrees, we do like 5 on each side, give or take a little bit, okay? And then on the Piscean side, okay, all of this stuff is happening between that 25 degrees to 28 degrees. So think anything from like 22 degrees to 32 degrees of Pisces. So immutable signs. So that's Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo. If you have a North Node in Virgo, South Node in Virgo, if you have heavy Pisces placements, if you have a heavy Aquarius placements, babe, this is the new moon to manifest your dreams, okay? Now, I did want to make this super interactive, so excuse me. Let me get into the chat. I haven't been there. I was trying to get, and then we're going to talk about how to manifest during this time, okay? Drop it in the comments. Tell me how you are feeling. Tell me what the vibe is. I'm going to tell you that I've been in a really, really good mood, and I've found myself really course correcting when I start to get frustrated, which it happens, right? When we try and resist and when we try and go against the ocean, we will be in resistance. So you want to lean into the changes, lean into the shifts. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for later. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, hi. How do I check that? Okay, you're gonna want to pull up your chart in order to check and see where Pisces and where Aquarius sit in your chart, okay? I can't do that without having your chart in front of me. So that's one thing to know. So why don't you drop in the comments and let me know, how's it going? What's going on? How are you feeling? All that jazz. I wanna hear from you guys. This internet is very interesting. Are you guys noticing any issues as well with YouTube? Is YouTube down right now? You're looking wonderful. I'm doing fine. Looking forward to thanks. Oh, so the last outage was yesterday. Interesting. Yeah, because both of my pages are like weep. Yeah, there's like issues. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So let's talk about things that you can manifest. I've been feeling super tired the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Cassie, that's actually very, very common, and it's very normal. We didn't start off the year with like super amazing astrological energy. It's been very interesting. And so if you're feeling called right now to rest, to retreat, to reflect, to honor your vessel, do just that. Okay, lean into that energy. Listen to what your body is saying. Tune into that rest. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything, because you're not. Okay, you're not missing out on anything if you're choosing to rest right now, if you're choosing to lean into the energy of sleep and surrender. That's very natural. Yeah, I'm like 99% convinced that there's something going on here with the internet today. Or YouTube, which sucks. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's very Aquarius in nature. Aquarius rules technology. So if you're watching this and the video is working great for you, here's some advice, here's some tips, here's some guides to give you, okay? This new moon is ideal for anything to do with personal transformation. This new moon is ideal for helping you to tune in and lean in, embody your spirituality. Having that unwavering faith, that unwavering trust in the universe, that the universe will always guide you, right? That you're not making a mistake, that the self-trust to make the right decision. You're also going to be leaning in, or you also could leverage this new moon to really help you tune into your personal power. So, you know, I always like to say this, right? Like if we were besties and we were sitting down and you said to me, Shar, I really want to, like, you know, I'm so done feeling stuck. I hate waking up every day, hating my job, hating my life. Like if you're in that energy, this new moon turns around and says, hey, what are you willing to do to make changes in your life? Are you willing to do something different? Are you willing to let go of the past? Are you willing to close a complete door and start operating and living from a whole new way? For example, for those of you that have kids, okay, if you always find that when you try to get to work, your kids are interrupting you, or like the mornings are always hectic with your kids, they don't listen, there's always this delay. So there's this constant repeating story about you and your kids and the problems. Today is an opportunity to wipe the slate clean and go, okay, that was in the past. This story, this narrative was in the past. I'm going to move forward now with a new story. This new story is that every day my kids listen, we work together, we have a very harmonious, collaborative home environment, and that means you got to show up different too, right? If you're the mother, if you're the father, you got to show up different to your kids to teach them that the chaos is no longer going to be a part of the daily life. Right? That now there's structure, there's routines, there's new ways of being. The past is in the past. You're closing a door on that. You're shutting that story of like difficulty and challenges and hardships. You're shutting it down. You're saying goodbye to that. Dare I even say good riddance? Right? Good riddance to the drama. Another thing to really lean in and tune into this energy is for you to lean in and surrender to your spirituality. How many of you struggle to believe that the universe is working in your favor? How many of you feel like nothing works out in your favor? How many of you have this story that like everything is hard and life is hard and there's always challenges and there's always difficulties? This new moon says we're done with that story. We're leaning into trusting source. We're leaning into trusting ourselves. We're leaning into surrender. We're not leaning into fear. Fear says, what if? God, source, consciousness, your spirituality says, even if, right? What if I fail? Even if I fail, I know I'm going to learn something. What if they don't like me? Even if they don't like me, I will find people who will. Do you see how that story is different? This is all about rewriting your story. This is all about reclaiming your personal power. So let me read what Cassie's saying. I've decided to put my new business on hold until March. I just moved and yes. And you know what? March is ideal because March is the astrological new year. Right? I think this year, what days? Spring equinox this year. Spring equinox 2025 is going to happen March 20th. So you leverage this time to do the inward work, the work required internally to make things happen. That's the energy of this time. Does anyone have any questions about like this new moon, about how to manifest using this new moon? Yeah, there's tons of responsibility. So it's about learning and leveraging and understanding how to work with this energy instead of letting this energy control you or feel like it's overwhelming. Yes. So Bailey just asked, is it a good time to manifest relationships romantically? Yes. Absolutely yes. Venus is exalted. Venus is having a hard time right now. Like if you've been looking in the mirror and you feel ugly, that is Venus in Pisces, exalted, being squished between Saturn and the North Node. And so she like wants to be free. She wants to be beautiful. We love our girl Venus. And right now she's like between this energy that's very like, and so if you've been feeling like, I don't know, like lesser than, or like it doesn't matter what you do, you can't beautify yourself kind of energy, then that'll show up. Okay. It's a great time to manifest romance. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Do not attach to anybody. So when you are manifesting romance, don't say, like for that example where you said, oh, I'm talking to a Pisces guy or girl, I don't know, but where you're like, oh, I'm talking to a Pisces, don't say, oh, I'm manifesting this romance to be so beautiful with this Pisces. Don't do that. Get clear on what your ideal partner, what qualities they would have. Get very clear and specific on the type of romantic relationship you wish to have. Get very clear and specific on the type of person you want to be in a relationship and manifest from there. It's ideal for manifesting romance because Venus and Neptune are in the mix with the North Node of Destiny. But that's why I'm saying don't attach to this Piscean person. Because if you attach to this Piscean person in your manifestation, then your manifestation is basically going to go to a wall. So Bailey, manifest like, I'm calling in my partner who respects me, who honors me, who values me, who prioritizes me. I don't know, who's got provider energy, who is athletic, who loves to hang out with me, blah, 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 blah. And if that Piscean person stays, amazing. And if that Piscean person goes, then you know that your manifestation is working because Source was like, this Piscean person is not it for you. Because you have to remember, just because they're a Pisces sun doesn't mean that they're compatible with you. You're a Virgo sun. We don't know if you're a Virgo rising. And even if the rising signs are compatible, it doesn't mean that the synastry is perfect. Right? You could have different Venuses, incompatible Venuses, incompatible Mars. Right? And hard aspects to Saturn. And then from a synastry perspective, that relationship's not going to go. So I always say when it comes to manifesting romance, ask Source to turn around, like in your manifestation as you're doing it. It is ideal. Like I'm manifesting romance in my life during this transit as well. But me, I'm not saying I want Glenn Powell, right? Even though I have a huge crush on he's like the only celebrity I have a crush on. Okay, but I'm not saying like Glenn Powell's my husband, right? Like that's not the vibe. I'm saying like, my partner is funny, my partner is a provider, my partner is very masculine in nature, right? The qualities I want in a partner, I desire in a partner, and also I'm in my soft girl era in my relationship. I can relax. I don't always have to be taking the lead because I know I'm safe and protected. Right? My partner loves my son. They get along. They have a wonderful relationship together. They do things together. Right? Like, do you see how I'm not attaching to a specific person? I'm attaching to the qualities that I desire. And then I'm knowing that any relationship that comes in that doesn't work out is my manifestation doing exactly what I asked my manifestation to do. which was to weed out the riffraff, the trash, and bring in my ideal partner, because that's what I manifested. I manifested my ideal partner. Right? So that's the vibe to be in, okay? Because in astrology and synastry, there's so much more than just our sun sign compatibility. So hopefully that answered your question. Okay, somebody else said, Israel, you mentioned Aquarius ruling technology. Does this mean it's the perfect time for... Yes, yes, yes. If you have been wanting to launch a social media business, if you have been wanting to launch a blog, launch an IG, launch YouTube, launch your own online business, you have a product service offering, yes, 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 yes. 1,000 times yes. This is the ideal time. Even if you don't like launch it per se, this is the ideal time for you to put it out, like put the intention out into the world. So what could this look like? For example, if somebody signed up to my Soul Revolution course, my Soul Revolution course literally is me guiding you through how to launch your business, product, service offering on social media. I teach you how to release the money blocks. I teach you how to use your astrology for branding. I teach you how to, do desire marketing, like social media strategy. It's like 9 weeks of in-depth of turning your idea into a profitable business on social media. If somebody was to sign up to that course today, they have set the intention. If somebody launches their YouTube today, they set the intention. If somebody, from now until February 3rd, if somebody, goes online and gets their incorporation or LLC, they've set the intention. If somebody, has a photo shoot for their branding, they've set the intention. So there's different ways to set the intention or plant the seed. The point is that you're doing it, right? Aquarius energy is like, Aquarius in astrology, in tarot is the star. So if we look at the star card, yes, happy Chinese New Year. Did somebody say that? Why did I just, that was weird. Anyways, happy Chinese New Year, by the way. Okay, let me pull up the star here. Can you show me the star? Can you show me the star? Show me the star. Oh, was that it? Thank you. If we look at the star, even though the star is naked, which means raw, right? Uninhibited, very much connected to that purity energy of source consciousness, like when a baby comes out of their mother's womb, right? Like it's that very pure energy. That's why the star is nude and the star is not clothed, right? And if we look at the fact that it has, I don't want to use the word just in case it get blocked. What does this do? These are meant to nourish, to nurture, to provide supple nutrition, food. Why do you think women are being taught to be disconnected to feeding their babies and instead using things like formula? Why do you think women aren't supported in the beginning of their journey teaching or helping these new mothers learn how to feed? It's to disconnect from the power. And why is Aquarius energy so powerful? Because Aquarius energy has the ability to connect with the other side, the ethereal, spiritual side, and bring the gifts, the power, the knowledge, the hope, the healing into this physical reality. That's why it's the water bearer. Water holds energy. And so with the water, it tethers, it alchemizes, it ebbs and flows. Where else do we see this kind of energy? In temperance. The angel alchemizing the water, making magic happen. This is a very magical card. Aquarian energy is very, very magical. You have to learn how to alchemize. And funny enough, if what I'm saying is triggering you about the nourishments and the breasts and all this stuff, right? That is exactly what this Aquarian energy is saying. Stop being so caught up in your ideals. Be willing to hear something different. Because Aquarius's Achilles heel is that it tries to logicify everything. It's sometimes in its lower octave unwilling to see something different. The lower octave of Aquarius energy and like the age of Aquarius is complete dystopia, complete control by media, by tech, by AI. Like to the point where you can't even walk out of your house without being scanned. And I want you to ask yourself, is that something that I want to lean into? Because that's the lower octave of it. That's how rigid it can get. The higher octave is literally spirituality. It's consciousness, it's awareness, it's hopes and dreams. Because if you see her, okay, so let's talk about this. The butterfly indicative of transformation. This, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the chakras. Alignment. Right? Root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown. When they're all working together in perfect harmony, they emit out a powerful, potent energy. And then we have the bird. I'm going to tell you what it's called because it's not a stork. Hold on. I always forget how to pronounce it. Give me a second. No. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to have to... The ibis. Ibis. Ibis? Ibis. 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 Fuck. IBIS. English is my second language. This is the ibis. 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 Anyways, this is the bird of wisdom and healing. It's also connected to the Egyptian god Thoth. This is magic. This whole energy right here is, look, she's taking water and pouring it in. And what is she doing? What's all behind her? A lush green forest. There is not a cloud in the sky. Clouds in tarot indicate mental confusion, mental blockages, a lack of clarity, a lack of seeing things clearly. There ain't nothing there but sunshine. And look at all the lush garden she has. This is abundance. Think about the Empress card. Right? And she understands that whatever and wherever is lacking nourishment, lacking food, lacking nutrition, she must feed. That's why she's watering this part. And she has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth, just like Temperance. So when we, see, I knew somebody was going to say, that was really weird. Hi, Rocio. Hi, Casey. Hi, Anne. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right, Annie. So that is why when you ask me, is this a perfect time for social media posts? Yes. This is the star. It's stardom. Stars are made during this time. But you have to be willing to do something. Hi, Doodly. If you don't do, then you cannot receive. That's what this is teaching you. That's what this whole new moon is about. Can you dare to take a new beginning simply out of faith? Simply because you believe in yourself. Simply because you trust that the universe has your back, and so your dreams and your wishes are going to be heard. Look at that, Laura. Okay, I love this. Aquarius here. So I'm going to assume you have an Aquarius sun. Remember, you are far more than your sun sign. You are so much more than your sun sign. Very pregnant right now. Do you have any ideas on how to connect deeper with my baby in my belly and myself? I'm so caught up and consumed by everything that is happening around me. Right. So when you say what's happening or everything that's happening around you, are you talking about the politics? Are you talking about the news? Are you talking about the world issues? Or are you talking about your home environment? Your husband, your wife, your parents? Like, what are you referring to? Because there's two different ways to answer that question. What I will say in the meantime, while you answer what I asked you, is a reminder that your baby is literally consuming everything that you are consuming. Did you know that as moms, okay, as women, the baby is connected to the umbilical cord for life? So I'm connected to my mom, I'm connected to my mom's mom, I'm connected to my mom's mom's mom. The women are always the women are always connected, always, forever. And whoever the mother births is always connected. That child is always connected to the mother. So is always receiving the information. I actually was talking to, who was I talking? I was talking to somebody once, and I was explaining to them how, based off of people's moon sign in their natal chart, like if you book a session with me and I look at your natal chart, I can see everything about the relationship you have with your mom and dad, and I can also see how your mom and dad were behaving during your mother's pregnancy with you. And I can also see the type of relationship that you'll have with mom and dad, the role they will or won't play, how it influences you, how it impacts you. And I've started to actually put a pattern together of different things that I see in kids. Yeah, in kids. And like, I definitely, thanks Casey, you didn't have to, honey. I definitely don't consider myself an expert in children's natal chart. There's actually an IG account, which I'm going to ask her if she can come back on. She can come back on so I can launch my podcast. It's called Luminary Parenting. That's her account. And she talks all about how the moon impacts your children. And so she'll say, like, the moon is in this sign and these are the transits. This is what you can expect your kids to act like today. And it's really fascinating when you learn your child's astrology and then you learn your own astrology and then you reflect back on the relationship with your parents, especially when we learn it as adults. So if I can give you an example, my mom was very emotional when she was pregnant with me. Very emotional, had a lot, like my mom's, if you've seen pictures of my mom, I post her on Instagram a lot. My mom to this day is very beautiful, but when she was like my age and even younger, like my mom was a fucking heartthrob, like absolute, just like effortless beauty. She was very, very thin, very petite. And so pregnancy obviously changed her body. And she had a hard time with that, right? She had a hard time with the physical changes because you're not supported. You know, only now are we really seeing women start to support each other throughout pregnancy. So my mom, because she was emotional and also had her own physical challenges in like the acceptance of her body, I was born with a Pisces moon, the most emotional moon sign of them all, which is why I'm so psychic and so intuitive and so in tune to your feelings and your emotions, but it's in my first house. And so my first house is my physical personality, or my physical self, I should say. My personality. And then the aspects to moon also tell different stories, so it's very fascinating. And so when you look at your kids, you can start seeing things about your kids. If you look at your children's natal chart, you can see that the challenges they're going to have with their mom, with their dad, in their, like, you can see so many things. So I think about this very consciously this time around. And now when I'm supporting you guys, when you book sessions with me, when you work together with me, because I want you to be empowered. I want you to have the knowledge. I want you to really understand. right? Like my son has his moon conjunct the North Node. Me, I'm his mom, am conjunct his node of destiny, but also his node of challenges because he's never been down there before, right? The North Node is where we are meant to go, but we've never been there before. So I play like a massive instrumental, pivotal role in his destiny. So me knowing this as a mother, I am very, very hyper aware and very conscious to show up in my highest expression to him. It doesn't mean that I coddle him. It doesn't mean that I let him get away with stuff. None of that. But I'm very conscious that I am developing him. I play a massive role in his emotional maturity, his emotional development as he grows into his destiny. And then there's aspects and there's other stuff. So there's all these things that really show up in the chart to show us how we can show up as the best parent, as the best version of ourselves. So now with Laura, she said, news, family, boyfriend broke up with me when we found out I was pregnant. Great. So God took the trash out for you, Laura. Best fucking thing he could have ever done by leaving you. Why are you crying? God literally was like, this man is a deadbeat. Thank God he fucking broke up with you. He's a piece of shit. We're going to remove him from your life. God did you the biggest fucking favor of all. So you make sure that when that baby is born, that boyfriend of yours or that ex-boyfriend of yours is nowhere on the fucking birth certificate of that child. No fucking where. And you make sure that that man has no fucking rights to that child. Because men will leverage their children that they do not love, that they abandon, and the women that are pregnant, they will leverage them just for control. So put on your big girl pants and think about the fact that God literally was like, here's a gift. Here's a present. The news, why are you consuming the news while you're pregnant with a beautiful child? Who the fuck cares about the news? I promise you, if you're in the States, Kamala would have been no better than Trump. I promise you that. Promise you. The news, politics are two birds, two wings of the same bird. It's the same shit. And anybody who is on the spiritual journey knows better than to engage in what is meant to be a distraction. Thank you, Empathy. I put the filter on. It's like I guess like a beautifying filter. I put it on, and I also have two lights right here. I put the beautifying filter on. I was like, all right, let's do it. Okay. So then your family, my question to you, Laura, is how are you building your own stability, your own security right now? How are you securing a future for you and your child? How are you reclaiming your power? That baby is a catalyst in your life. That baby came into your life to teach you to grow the fuck up. I'm not going to tell you stuff to coddle you, because that's not who I am. I am going to teach you the tools, the framework to be successful. So that when that baby is 1, when that baby is 2, you go, thank fucking God Charlene said what she said, because now I have my shit together. Right? Your ego wants to go, Charlene's wrong, Charlene this, Charlene that. Your higher self is going, shit, you dodged a bullet with that loser boyfriend, sperm donor. Never mind the news, who cares about that? And your family is your family. You have a choice. How are you going to put up boundaries? Thanks, Mike. It's a filter. Right? You're forever going to be tethered to your mother, whether you like it or not. And all of you, I'm going to tell you this right now, all of you, whether you like it or not, you are forever tethered to your mother. You lived in her womb. Even if you didn't know her, even if she abandoned you, even if she's awful, narcissistic, toxic, whatever, you are always tethered forever for life to your mother. So you can learn to create peace with that, or you can let that be your undoing. Aquarius, new moon. Are you willing to think outside the box? Are you willing to do things differently? Are you willing to reclaim your power? Are you ready to tap into your personal power, take control of your life, and manifest your dreams into your reality? Neptune, Venus, the North Node in Pisces. What are you envisioning today? Are you envisioning sadness, hardship, difficulty, despair, or are you envisioning joy, optimism, joyful expectation? Can you look at things from an optimistic lens? Bye, Cassie. Aw, thanks. Empathy Friends is so nice. I'm not going to lie. I was getting very, very frustrated when I wanted to launch this at 12 o'clock and nothing was working. But obviously we had to launch it later. There was a reason. There was a reason. Okay. Victoria says, I have Neptune and Uranus in the first house of Aquarius. What does this mean? I can't tell you that, Victoria. I can't tell you what it means because I need to see your whole chart. So there's this big misconception out there, and I blame a lot of these pop astrologers who will tell you things. The reason I can't tell you, Victoria, what it means for you is because I don't know the aspects. I don't know where Pisces sits in your chart, right? Pisces, the modern ruler, Neptune's modern ruler. I don't know where Aquarius in your first house. I don't know what aspects we have. I don't know where Saturn is because Saturn plays a role into the house. I don't know what aspects are hitting it. I need to see a physical chart. Because when you see a physical chart, it's a map. It's like somebody saying to you, Victoria, can you tell me what are 3 streets above the capital of Santiago, which is in Chile? I don't even know, and I lived there. I'm from there. So that's why I always say, if you really want to understand your chart, book a session with me or learn it on your own. In my tarot certification, I teach you how to read your whole chart. In my Money Magnet workshop, I teach you how to read the astrology prosperity keys in your chart. Neptune and Uranus in your first house, without knowing what else is happening in your chart, are influencing the way you look. So Neptune would be dreamy and Uranus would be eccentric or unique. But I don't know anything else, so those are like just 2 words that I can give you. This is my mug. Mike, haven't you bought it yet? Haven't you bought it from the store? Don't you remember when we used to go live all the time for Tarot Tuesdays? And everyone would laugh about my mug, and everyone was like, Shar, you need to make a mug. I'll buy it. It's down there. You can buy it now. Oh my God, that's so hilarious, Bailey. I'm from there too. I love Tarot Tuesdays. I know. My days with my son are Tuesdays. So they're gone. Tarot Tuesdays are gone. We got to find a new, I think I'm going to do like something on every other Sunday or something. Yeah, Emma, the most powerful thing we can do as humans, like the most powerful thing we can do really today is be willing to take a leap into uncovering new things about ourselves. Can we do that? Are we willing to do that? Right? Are we willing to go left when we typically go right? Or are we willing to go right when we typically go left? One of the most I'm a Taurus like your son Charlie. Oh my God, dear God. I feel sorry for your mother. The reason actually, so first there was issues with tech. Then there was issues with the thumbnail here on YouTube. Then I started the live, and my favorite part, to be honest, I got a little bit, not annoyed. And I was just like in the flow, and then I got interrupted. But it was God's way of saying, hey, you get a little extra love. My son called me. It snowed here in Toronto. And of course, you know, he's too cool to wear snow pants because he's in grade 4. And the cool guys don't wear snow pants. Anyways, they were playing manhunt at recess, and guess what happened? Somebody threw snow at him, even though they're not supposed to, but somebody threw snow at him, and his pants got all wet. And so I had to go drop him off a new set of clothes, which my fault, because I should have done that in the beginning of the year. I just thought, you know, he's in grade 4. He's not really going to have accidents anymore, like in terms of like potty accidents, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, but that was my fault, right? At the end of the day, why am I going to be frustrated with my kid? It's my fault. I should have dropped off the clothing earlier. I got an extra hug from him. I got to see him again. And then we just started the live at 1. And that's how we learn to ride the wave instead of letting things affect us. If we continue doing things we've done, expecting... Yes, exactly, Emma. If we continue doing things we've done, expecting something new, aren't we psychotic? Trying new things gets you to new things. Exactly. 100%. A million bazillion. You can't expect for your life to change if you're unwilling to change. You have to be willing to take a leap of faith, to try something different. That's this new moon in Aquarius is all of that. Along with Neptune, it's saying like, can you vision? Can you dream? Can you see bigger? Yes, can you bet on yourself? Can you start the new chapter? Can you open the new door? Here's, if anyone else was interested, because I know Emma was talking about the tarot certification, here's the link for the tarot. Oh, and by the way, if you ordered your jewelry, I am doing a huge drop-off at the post office Friday. Yeah, because they're closed Saturday. Friday or Sunday, depending on what day I can get out there. So your orders are coming to you, all of your orders. Okay? I'm cleaning up the last little bits of orders now, completing them. Just waiting on my tax refund. I love that. And Emma, how can you now learn, leveraging this new moon in Aquarius, how can you now think about new ways of generating wealth? Because this new moon is all about personal power, and Pluto's in the mix, right? The days of us working in like this corporate hamster wheel of 9 to 5, they're going to always be around. But really, the goal of this Aquarius energy, of New Age of Aquarius, of the power to the people, is learning different ways of generating revenue, generating money. Thinking about billionaire, multi-millionaire mindset. Not in the unethical way, but learning how to be financially stable, financially secure without it being a pay per hour. You know, if you have a 9 to 5 job, you don't show up, you don't get paid for that hour. If you think outside the box, money can always flow to you in different ways. And maybe even you still have the 9 to 5, but then you have additional streams of revenue. Maybe it's through investing. Maybe, and this is not investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is that. I'm just thinking outside the box, right? Stocks that give you dividends, they pay you back, right? Because you're investing with them, they give you some money back every quarter or whatever, every month, whatever the agreement is. I am an Aries sun, Pisces moon, and Pisces rising. In Vedic, I'm an Aries sun, Pisces moon, and Aquarius rising. In tropical astrology, my Venus is in Aries. In Vedic astrology, my Venus is in Pisces. And that's all you're getting. What else did someone say? Thanks, Casey. I'm a smartass. Okay, what else? Let's see. Okay, have we been here for an hour? I don't even know. Okay. Oh, I do have one more question for you guys. I have a question. I've been muddling with this idea, and since you're here today, maybe you can be part of the provider of your opinion, okay, and your perspective, okay? How would you feel if I started something where it's like a Q&A? So it's not so much like, is there love coming in for my life, but more like, ask Charlene. For example, I'm struggling to attract a husband. What can I do? Right? And we would leverage things like your astrology or whatever, empowerment or confidence coaching, whatever. So it'd be kind of like a Q&A kind of thing, like a live show. Oh, thanks, S. I'm not really on Facebook, to be honest. I think I have a business page. My private page is private. I won't let anybody in. Sorry, that's like my little corner of the internet that's just for me and my families. Hi, oh, awesome, Sheree. Thank you for being a member. Oh, Essie, a member. Essie, a member. Huge shout out to Sheree. Is that how you say it? I hope I said it right. I hope that I said it right. You guys, we're almost at 222K. 222,000 subscribers. That is some crazy shit. That is, oh, excellent. I got it right. Hey, Sheree. Hey, Sheree. She's a member of the community. Are you a mystic or an alchemist? I think that picture's a mystic, right? Or did I get it wrong? I don't remember. And it's so long ago, I don't remember. Sorry, that's just my brain. Where is it? Donde está the community? Where did it go? There used to be like a tab on the back end for me where I could see what member you were. Aha! Here you are. Are you an alchemist? Are you? Oh man. Oh my God, there's so many of you guys. Wow, thank you so much. I love it. I don't remember if I did different heads or not for alchemist or mystic, but either way. Casey, welcome to the mystics. Ew, I love it. I love it. Also, guys, can I say something? I need to tell you. Okay, wait. There's more. I forgot to share something. Okay, so we're down for the QA. I'm also taking, thank you. Yeah, girl. I love this. Thank you so much for taking on my tarot course. Woo, woo. I love it so much. Can I tell you something? Hold on. I need to tell you something. FYI, that is the key word. That's like a line my son and I tell us. My son is a gossip. I have to tell you the story. Okay, there's two things I have to tell you. One, yesterday my son comes in and he's like, can I tell you something? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? Let's talk. And he's like, I have tea to tell you. He's 9. He's 9. There was apparently big drama at school. It was hilarious. I was like, and he's like, and then blah, 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 and then blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God. And then he's like, well, wait, I got to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, dude, you can't stop mid-tea, like to go pee, you know? It was hilarious. And then in that moment, I knew my Gemini rising, Gemini Mercury, Venus, Gemini Sun was coming in. Little gossipers, Geminis. You Geminis are little gossipers. You love to chitty chats. You're always like, me. Okay, so that was one thing I had to tell you. The other thing I wanted to tell you, I'm trying to get back to our chat. Hold on, where is it? The other thing was that question I had, if you would want me to do something like Ask Shar Q&A, but it wouldn't be, you know, like when back in our days, when you would like call into the TV and it would be like a talk show and they would be like, can you give me any advice like that? Yeah? Yeah? Somebody asked me if I'm single. That's none of your beeswax. Gemini moon. See, Casey? I know. Lonnie, if your head feels really heavy, I would pay attention to your second house in astrology. I would also pay attention to what's going on in your life, right? I can't tell you based off of your chart unless I have your chart in front of me. It's a thing. I think I talked about it earlier. If you have an Aquarius rising, then you have a Pisces second house, you have a Pisces in Mars. What are you resisting? What do you got to lean into? What are you trying to fight? Casey, welcome to the Mystics. Welcome to the memberships. Welcome. You know, that's what I would say to that, Lenny. The other thing, if we're down, did we get a yes to the like, let's do this Q&A call? Did we get a yes to that? Casey said yes. Sheree said yes. Okay, cool. So I'm 100% gonna do this. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, like this Q&A thing. I just got to figure out the logistics on if we drop the questions in the chat, or if there's an opportunity for you to like call in. Wouldn't that be so cool? I think it would be. We got to figure it out. I got to start doing some research. Okay. Yeah, I think YouTube's having its moments. I wouldn't be surprised, Aquarius, new moon, it's tech, right? So, in the beginning of this video, because I want to wrap up this video, I want to go record some content for you guys. In the beginning of this video, I said to you all how important it is for you to see where you have your Aquarius and Pisces. What houses, I should say, Pisces and Aquarius rule in your chart, right? If you have your natal chart, okay, I don't even have like an example natal chart. I should probably print one out. It would help, wouldn't it? If you have a natal chart, well, you all have a natal chart. If you were to have it up, okay, you're going to look for the house that Pisces rules and the house that Aquarius rules. And those two houses are going to be influenced and impacted right now because of this new moon in Aquarius and this powerful manifesting portal. So I'm a true believer that God's timing is always right, and that when we surrender and we lean into God, source, consciousness, even if for us things don't make sense, they're going to make sense in other ways. Like things will work out for us in other ways, right? We think like the way is left, but God's like, no, the way is right. You get what I'm saying? So I want to tell you a quick little story here, because this quick little story is going to help you really see what's available to you and what's possible for you when you start learning your own personal astrology and you start embodying your personal astrology and letting it support you and help you and guide you in your journey. This new moon for me is in my 12th house. In astrology, the 12th house is the most spiritual house. It is a house of complete surrender, spirituality, isolation, okay? It's also a house of technology, of online, of like the world, right? So like think about like the reach of the universe, being able to connect to everything and all things, okay? And it's a deep house of like our own mental undoing if we don't lean into the surrender. So people who have been to jail, people who have mental health issues, people who really struggle mentally, okay, or have been in mental institutions, or like to be alone, or even people who are like Buddhist or do those like, you know, those retreats or those like vows of silence, etc. That's all like 12th house stuff, okay? So I know right now that this new moon is impacting my 12th house, and it's also, there's all this energy in my first house because I'm a Pisces rising. So let me tell you the story, okay? So knowing what I know about my chart, and obviously, you know, I'm very spiritual. I work really like a dear Abby. Yes, 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 dear Shar. Ah! Okay, sorry. So anyways, let me go back here. Hi, Triple Aries, and your name's April, LOL. So knowing that I know this, right, I had a situation come up in the last couple of days. It's actually been ongoing for a while. And it's not the first time this has happened. So let me tell you the story about the situation. So when you purchase my jewelry on Starseed Jewels, it very clearly says there that it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for me to ship out the jewelry. And the reason, we all have Aquarius in our chart. And the reason why it takes me so long is because I hand make all the pieces myself. I used to hire somebody to help me with making the pieces, but now I'm just back to doing it on my own. Okay? So So anyways, so it takes me some time. Plus I have to be spiritually in it. Like I'm working with crystals. Like I can't just be like I gotta be like in the vibe, you know? Dude, these are like, they hold energy, right? So like, I want to make sure the vibe is good. All this to say, this person placed an order, and I can see, because I have like tracking companies, couriers, etc. I can see that this person got their order. Okay, I can see it. This person even went ahead and sent me a picture of the package. Okay, and let me show you what a package looks like. Hold on. So this is a package that's going out for somebody. I'm not going to show you the label, but do you see how you can see that it's like lifted? Because there's a box in here. Certain jewelry gets sent out in boxes, right? Certain items like necklaces or like the gold jewelry or the gold filled jewelry, right? I send it out in boxes. So in the photo that she sent me, where she stated that her item was not in her package, you could see the shipping label and you could see the box coming out. And she used that picture, or he, I don't know who it is. I shouldn't call him a she because I don't know. They used that picture to tell PayPal that their order, they never received their order, that inside of their order, there was a microchip, not the jewelry. All this to say, 2 weeks before they put in this claim into PayPal, they had turned around and said that their order was taking too long and they wanted a refund. So I was already watching what was going down, right? My spidey senses were already going, something's not jiving here. Because I'm very clear, I think it's like in 7 different places on my site, the turnaround times for jewelry. Bingo, Mike. So PayPal, I've never had a PayPal, never. I'm going to tell you this right now. I have never had a PayPal claim go in my favor, even when it is a clear scammer. PayPal will always side with the buyer. Always. Even if the buyer is in the wrong, PayPal will give the money back to the buyer. So I'm knowing that this new moon energy is coming up, and I'm frustrated because I know this person is a scammer. And I'm frustrated because I know that I'm going to be out this $130 plus the cost of the jewelry, plus the shipping, plus. So anyways, all this to say, a couple of nights ago, I'm sitting down and I'm like, you know what? Before PayPal says that they're going to agree with the scammer, I'm just going to refund them the money, and it is what it is. Something bigger, something better is going to come along the way. I got to have faith and trust in God. The new moon is happening in my 12th house of like God energy, of complete surrender. There's all this manifestation stuff happening in my first house. Like, I'm just going to trust that, you know, sure, I'll lose the 130 plus I get dinged by PayPal. Like PayPal dings you a fee, okay, for the scam. Okay. So I have to pay the scam. And exactly. And I'm like, karma is going to karma. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to be in this energy of letting it go. Anyway, so I'm in that energy, like let's just say, what is today, Wednesday? I'm in that energy Sunday night. Monday, I get an email from PayPal saying we sided with the buyer, which I already told you, like I knew that was going to happen because PayPal always sides with the buyer. And I'm like, whatever. That person, if they did get their jewelry and they're trying to wear it, like that's bad juju's on you. Don't ever try and scam somebody off of spiritual jewelry and then think that that jewelry is somehow going to help you manifest. Do you get what I'm saying? Because my pieces have a lot of energy in there, but they're for the highest good. And if you're scamming somebody, you're not operating for the highest good, right? So I'm like, whatever. I let it go. And I was like, it is what it is. This morning, I woke up to fucking amazing news. And I'm really excited to share it with you guys. And it's a big partnership that's going to be paying me way more than that 130 that I lost. It was $130 US that I lost. Okay, plus the fee, whatever, 50 bucks, whatever. Let's say 200 bucks is what I'm out of pocket as my business, right? For my business, my business is out 200 bucks, let's just say. But I am getting back tenfold that in a monthly contract with this new partnership, and they just sent me the email today to secure this as an ongoing contract. And I'm so excited to share it with you. I don't have all the final details yet, so I don't want to spill the beans. But that is what's possible when you lean in to the new moon energy and where it's sitting in your chart. Because I knew that new moon was coming. I knew it. And I was like, if I exactly, look at God, exactly. It's happening in my 12th house. 12th house is God. Right? And so fair enough, this money goes into my corporation, goes into my business. It's not like it's going straight into my pocket, but at least my business is growing. Right? My business is being flourished. And that was made possible because I leaned into this whole new moon energy and God. Because it's happening in my 12th house of surrender, of let go, have unwavering faith, and trust God. So that's what when I was saying to you in the beginning, go learn where you have Aquarius. Go learn where you have Pisces in your chart. Go learn about those energies of those houses. Because when you start learning about those energies and those houses and you start learning the self-expression and you dive into that world, you can go, I know this, like, for example, we have a full moon coming up in Leo. I already know the full moon happening in Leo is happening in my 6th house. That's of health, routine, day to day. So you bet your bottom dollar, I'm going to be extra cautious, extra careful about my health, with my pets. Right? I'm leaning in, I'm trusting God, I'm surrendering, but I'm also tuning in and working alongside the energy of the cosmos. When God created us here on earth, when God created earth itself, right, with mother, and the two of them worked together to create this miracle, there was no mistakes. Like, there's a reason why we have the cosmos, the stars. Even when people who are like hardcore Christian are like, this is devil's work. I'm like, literally, we talk about myrrh and the stars in the Bible, you guys. And when we learn this, right, when we can understand that it's all meant to be intertwined. For those of you that are a Sheree, have you gotten to the part in my tarot certification course where I talk about the clock, the Christian clock in Prague? And how it literally has the 12 disciples for the 12 signs? Hello? It's all connected. So, like, even the church, the Roman Catholic Church, every organized religion uses astrology on the cosmos and God. All of them. All of them. So let me answer these last few questions and I'm going to go take a break so I can record. Okay, everyone has Pisces in their chart, or everyone has Aquarius, everyone has all 12 signs in their chart. Let me go grab something. Hold on. If the thing you're looking at doesn't look like this, you are not looking at a proper natal chart. This is the astrological wheel. You all need to have an astrological wheel. Every single one of you will have a different house that is ruled by a sign, and then you'll have planets in that house. So make sure you get yourself, okay, so if you downloaded the Astopia app, they sponsored a video a couple of weeks back. There's free options in that Astopia app, FYI. Okay, I use it myself for my astrology. You can get an astrological wheel on the Astopia app on your phone. Okay, go look for where you have the Aquarius sign. Okay, because everyone has Aquarius. Everyone has all 12 signs in the chart. Every single house is ruled by a sign. In case you have lots of Pisces, I'm a Pisces sun, Pisces rising, Pisces stellium, so in the 12th house. So then depending on if you're using whole signs empathy, or if you're using like aside, like depending on the way, if you're using whole signs or not on your chart, then you would have Aquarius either in your 11th or in your 12th. So you definitely have Aquarius. Okay, sunshine and beauty. Hi, Charm. Definitely in need of help. This Aquarius moon, unlikely Aquarius and Pluto has not been my friend. No shade. I am an Aquarius. Right. So it's not that it's not your friend. It's that it's teaching you to do stuff differently and you're not wanting to do stuff differently. Aquarius is literally saying innovate your life. Change your life. Transform your life. Transmute your life. Dare to be different. Dare to revolutionize your life. Dare to see the revelations of what is and isn't working for you. Yeah, maybe you're going through, girl, sunshine, I don't know if you're a girl or guy, but you might be going through a spiritual awakening. Welcome. We've been through 3 of them here. Yes, so Universal Joshi said housing systems are important. They all have their own meanings. Bingo, bango. You're an Aquarius sun, Thando. Remember, you are way more than your sun sign. Okay, let me drop this right now here for you. Okay, if you need help with your astrology, if you need help with your natal chart, if you feel like you need clarity, guidance so that you can be in that life of fulfillment, freedom to manifest your dream life, I'm going to drop the link to book a session with me, okay? During this session, I can go through your astrology. I record the session for you so you have access to it. You can download it, go through it over and over again, however many times you want, okay? And one of the things I'm doing next week is I'm finally going to be purchasing a paid astrological software. And in that astrological software, I think I can actually run reports. So if I'm correct, I think I remember when I read this, I will be able to not only give you that live 1 hour reading, but also you get a report. Oh, I love that you love the Volcan bracelet. Passion, Alexander. Fire, courage, confidence. That's what that amulet is all about. So there's a link to book a session with me, okay? If you guys want to leverage this new moon and this manifesting portal to help you become a magnet for money. You're ready to learn how to attract cash flow with ease. You're ready to uncover your astrology prosperity keys, learn your prosperity potential. You're ready to rewrite your money story. Like, you know, you have a money story where maybe you spend too much money, then you don't have money, then you have a lot of money, then you don't, like whatever it is, okay? Then join my money magnet workshop. I literally teach you the wealth recipe. There are so many success stories, my money magnet workshop. I'm going to drop it right there. So you have Aquarius in your 2nd house. So then for you, Casey, you're going to want to look at where Saturn sits and Uranus sits and any aspects to them. But just because you don't have planets in a house doesn't mean anything bad. It just means that in this lifetime, Casey, you learned a lot of the 2nd house stuff. And the 2nd house is deeply intertwined with our money story. Deeply intertwined with our money story. Ooh, April 15th. I'm April 17th. I turned 40 this year. I can't believe I just said that. Bingo bango. Bingo bango. You can borrow that one. Bingo bango. My other favorite saying that I like to say is Bob's your uncle. Okay, will you be expecting to make, no, I'm not going to do earrings. I'm getting I'm niching down to just focusing on specific bracelets and necklaces for the jewelry line. Ooh, Freya! Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter giving you the money, Saturn teaching you the discipline, and Mars, you've been fired up in action. Yes, 40. Dude, that is crazy. And I'm starting Pilates because your girl, like, I'm going to tell you something, ladies, okay? when you hit 37, 38, your body goes from snatched to hormonal. It's like, it's weird. It's so weird. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take a break. I want to record these videos for you. Make sure you do the bell notifications because this weekend I'm going to pop up. Actually, today is Wednesday. I'm going to post it for Thursday's not a good day. 29. Today is 29, 30, 31. On Friday, I'm going to post the video on Friday so you can still leverage it the first, the second, and the third, okay? And the day I post it. On Friday, I'm going to post a video where I'm going to be teaching you about this portal, okay, and how to leverage this portal specifically for your chart and the things that you can do to use this portal and manifest your dream life, okay? So I'm going to post that because I don't think a lot of you guys are on tomorrow. If I remember the analytics, you guys, no one's really on tomorrow. So I don't want to post a video tomorrow and then you guys, no one sees it, you know? What's the point? Let me see. Yeah, really, no one's really on Fridays either, but if I don't post it on Friday, then we're getting too far out from the calendar, and I want you guys to leverage this portal. What are we at? Yeah, because Friday's the 31st. Yeah. So that way you can have the first, the second, and the third. So turn the bell notifications on. The weeklies are coming up. The rest of, what do we got here? The weeklies are coming. I've got some of the monthlies left over. I've only got Aries and Cancer and Saggy to do for the monthlies. All the weeklies for this week are up already. The spirit messages, I'm working on those as well. The weeklies for next week, so Feb 3rd to what? February 3rd. February 3rd to 10. Okay, and then that video I told you. Okay, so I was just asking people what they wanted to do before I was about to bounce off, and I was saying, would you like me to do something like Dear Shar, where you guys send in your questions and then I answer them? And the consensus was an astounding hell yeah. So let me sit on when I'm going to start doing lives, but I think I'm going to come back to doing lives regularly. I just got to figure out when in the calendar we're going to do it, so it makes sense also where the majority of you guys are online as well. I got to look at the analytics. Maybe I'll do it in the community. I'll post a little pop-up, a little like a little poll. Okay? Yes, answer questions on live. I'm here. But this is not like, do you see in the cards that love is coming? Does Bob, that doesn't know I'm alive, is he my twin flame? Like, not that shit. We're going deep. How do I make money? How do I do this? How do I do that? You get what I'm saying? Let's get you living your best life. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go before my phone dies. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Go watch the beginning of this video to understand how to leverage today's energy. And I promise I'll post that video up for you by Friday, okay? I love you. Okay, see you later, alligators. Bye. Thank you so much for everything. Okay, bye.